Like most other people, I originally found out about Telltale Games' Poker Night because there was cool Team Fortress 2 items if you bought it. The game was only $5 and it went on sale for $1 constantly for some new exclusive TF2 items and a new game for only $1. In the age where CSGO hadn't come out yet and TF2 items were still actually something cool that you wanted, it was a no-brainer to pick up. The thing was though that I never actually played the game or even bought it. I don't know how I got it. I must have got it out of a Humble Bundle or something. I launched it once, went, yeah, I don't know how to play poker, and then I quit the game. But stupid 10-year-old me would be ignoring a great game that I would come to cherish 10 to 12 years later. If you've never played Poker Night, there isn't much information to explain that you couldn't already pull from the footage. You played Texas Hold'em with the boys, or Omaha if you're a fucking weirdo.
This reminds me of the time Flint Paper beat the snot out of that poker instructor, Artie Flopshark. He was a total scammer. See, Artie was squeezing our friend Jimmy Two Teeth for money after teaching him to play some game that didn't really exist.
What was the game called?
Omaha? Maybe Topeka. Someplace horrible.
The boys being Heavy from Team Fortress 2, Strong Bad from Homestar Runner, Max from the old Sam and Max point-and-click adventure games, and Tycho from, Loss or something. I don't know who the fuck this is. If you don't know Tycho either, he's apparently from an old webcomic called Penny Arcade. If you don't know Max from Sam and Max, you're probably under the age of 35 or have good taste and don't play shitty point-and-click games. If you don't know Strong Bad from Homestar Runner, you had a shitty childhood or you're a boomer or a zoomer. And if you don't know Heavy from Team Fortress 2, you probably weren't playing this game in the first place, as I'm pretty sure the TF2 crowd made up like 95% of this game's sales. I put off playing this game for such a long time because besides not knowing how to play poker, I didn't know half the characters. Who is this annoying rabbit snorting mountains of cocaine and this edgy emo gamer saying these weird lines about fucking giraffes?
Ugh, hippos, corpulent brigands. Nothing like their elegant, ungulate sisters, the giraffes.
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about. Those slender necks.
Huh?
So long and muscular, you just want to wrap your arms around them. And then maybe your legs, just to see what it feels like. You just want to get up there and sway in the fucking wind. No? Is that not... okay.
But eventually things would change. Poker Night 2 would eventually release featuring GLaDOS from Portal as the dealer. I found this out at the same time the game was on sale for $2. As a lifetime Portal fan, I was desperate to play anything that was officially related to Portal in any way. So I picked up the game for $2, try to learn poker, play a few games, have a good time, and then I stopped. I had a few laughs, but I was actually trying to go like game. I wanted to play something a little more involved, and then I shelved Poker Night for another few years. One day though, I was just sitting there on a late night, 1 or 2 a.m. with no friends online to play with. I didn't really have anything to do, but I didn't want to go back to bed, and I don't really like watching movies or TV, but I wanted to sit back and relax rather than get involved in another intense game. I started scrolling through my library and I saw Poker Night, and I remembered it being that chill, relaxed game I was looking for. I launched it and I just had a blast playing poker for hours with the boys tossing funny lines back and forward constantly. The boys in Poker Night 2 were different this time, being Claptrap from Borderlands, Brock Sampson from Adult Swim's Venture Bros, Sam from Sam and Max games we talked about earlier, and who is this? Ash Williams from The Evil Dead? Is this like a popular character? What the fuck? I always thought this was like some random dude from some obscure ass game no one heard of. Is this series popular? Do you guys know who this is? Oh yeah, and also Max is just kind of chilling in a side booth and he throws in a lot of funny banter. Anyways, I quickly fell into a routine of playing Poker Night every night as I was winding down. I loved the characters, the funny lines, chasing down the TF2 items, but the game also just had more charm than I realized. You get tokens when you win and you could use them to buy new custom table felts, cards, and chips for each character's respective series. Also, the more time you spend with these characters, you get to know them better, and you start to notice over time that every once in a while they're actually giving subtle tells or hints through their body language. They're pretty smart with it too. In a more realistic fashion, the tells in Poker Night 2 typically display the general mood of the character rather than a specific situation. If Brock shows anger, it could be in a response to his cards or displeasure with another character's fold or raise. So you aren't instantly knowing the opponent's hand by a tell, but it helps play into that mind game feel that real poker has while still being a video game against computers.
What? Oh, you mean the hand? That's not a tell, it just does that sometimes.
It's done really well and feels pretty realistic most of the time, except for when Brock randomly slams on the table in anger and stares at you like a crack whore you're refusing to pay. Oh yeah, also with your tokens, you could have the big boob Borderlands lady come bring characters a drink and get them drunk to give off more tells.
Okay, Claptrap, keep it cool. Don't stare at the...
As I'd get tired and less involved in my games, but still want to do something, I'd launch Poker Night every night, kick back, play some hands, and have a good laugh at the funny lines and antics. I don't really know these characters at all, but that didn't matter. I never watched Evil Dead or Venture Bros, or played much of Borderlands, and had never heard of Sam and Max, but the characters had a surprising amount of personality, and after playing with them for so long and having so many laughs, it's hard not to love and appreciate all their charm. It's a real shame that can only be enjoyed fresh for so long before eventually you've played enough to where they start repeating lines you've heard before and the same joke can only be told so many times before it stops getting a laugh.
I hear the cold ones are pretty good here.
Aren't you like 10?
You, shut face. They also shake up some decent banana. Banang.
Stop it!
Nang.
I like to play the game in phases. Go a few months without playing it, then I'll go back to my old nightly routine of Poker Night every night. Get another kick out of it for about a week hearing every joke again until they're all memorized, then take a few month break and forget all the jokes and lines, and come back and repeat. Eventually on my 8th or 9th replay, I finally figured, oh hey, I never actually played the original Poker Night, and so I went back to that and I had a great time with that as well. I learned to really like Max from Poker Night 2 already, and over time this weird giraffe fucker Tycho grew on me also. It's a shame these games are no longer available, like at all. Due to the characters being licensed, the game has been delisted on Steam, as well as all other storefronts as their digital distribution agreement for the characters has expired. Keys are still available on Amazon and G2A, but it looks like they're currently listed at $97 per key. As much as I love these games, you'd have to be out of your fucking mind to pay that, unless the TF2 items are just that valuable to you. If you're interested in playing these games though, it's a good thing sailing was invented in 3500 BC. I absolutely love Poker Night. It's such an enjoyable experience that not only taught me how to play poker good enough to compete with the OGs when I was in jail, but gave me tons of laughs and hours of entertainment, as well as an inspired love for slow-paced, relaxing, wind-down point-and-click games like Islanders or Dorfromatic. More on that one soon. Poker Night's a great game I slept on for too long that I still somehow managed to pull lots of hours of joy from. What a great $2.
Whoa, you kind of drifted off there.
Thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video, everyone. I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it. A ton of time and effort was put into this video, from writing the script to recording to editing it all together, and I hope the end product was something you guys enjoyed. If you like this style of content, please consider subscribing. This is my very first video ever, and I'm working on a ton more narrative-driven, essay-style video game-related content. If you like this, please consider dropping a subscription so you get notified when I drop that in the future. I also stream on Twitch every Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 p.m. Central Time at twitch.tv/ProjectHarry_. You can check me out there if you want to see more of my content. If you'd like to support me directly, please consider liking and commenting on the video, as it really does help boost the video in YouTube's algorithm, and it helps out a ton for small creators. Thank you very much for watching, you guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video.